It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll get a look here at Josh Allen. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Bills and the Eagles, next on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback. But last year, he moved to elite status. Under his guidance, the Eagles returned to the Super Bowl and nearly won it. And he's also one of the league's most dangerous players. Thrown for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball is right on the money and leaves.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Well, here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The numbers for him from a week ago: 24 carries, 132 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, That man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
They run the option on second down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But if the assignment gets mixed up, that's the end result.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Second and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
They run for the first time with James Cook. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Singletary again. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he is going to have a Bills first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. And now they'll throw with Allen. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They run out of the gun with Swift. He spins free, and he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And all the way down inside the 5 of the 4. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 3rd down and 1. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And we're down to the 41. 2nd down and 8. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play. On play action, Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A good play on the ball, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. And that leads to way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a high-level play. Tip it up in the air, grab it yourself, take it the other way. But sometimes that can backfire. How do you teach these guys to just make the good, solid, fundamental play of knocking it?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are back within a score. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On first down, Hurts. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. A final shot before half for Allen. And his throw here is incomplete. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. Finally on Monday night, Cyber Monday. Put the credit card away and settle in for Bears and Vikings from U.S. Bank Stadium. we watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up, and it's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
On second down, here's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. They go right back to Singletary. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Singletary here running out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 8-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Right back to Swift again on second down. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here now a 3rd down and 8. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Now a stoppage here as we've got a bill shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And now they're in the hurry up. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 35. 1st down, Bills.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Allen again. And Cook has it left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Job 1 to pick up the 1st down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the 1st down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, and that is incomplete.
give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing is Allen on third. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, 34 yards. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity, or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now, hang on here, because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. On second down, here's Penny. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Able to avoid him. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really should be the last call for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
Penny, a first down carry. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Penny, 40 yards. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Hurts will throw. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Going deep for Diggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here we go. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Here's Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Timing was just a bit off, and that can happen occasionally, even with these fine professionals in the NFL.
On those out routes, that requires precision, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Everyone has to be in sync from the time the quarterback hits his back foot and delivers the ball to the receiver turning to find it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now, because anytime you see the ball hitting for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Throwing, Allen. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.